Hey there, Facebook. I hope that everybody's having a happy Friday. Wanted to do this quick video. One of the things as I'm out and about traveling, I'm learning so much, experiencing so many things as a result of that travel. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. So wanted to kind of share this with you guys because when I found myself in this scenario, I was looking everywhere, didn't know what the process was, and so found myself going out of my way, running around for no reason. If I would have just known the process, I think I would have been a little less stressed. And so ultimately wanted to share this yesterday as I was out and about. I was traveling home and ran off and left my laptop on the airplane. Ultimately, what a lot of people don't realize, and it happens to me more times than not, especially when I'm traveling to smaller cities, a lot of times what they will do is check your bag, your carry-on bag, mainly because there's not enough overhead space on the plane. And so yesterday, that's what happened to me. They checked my carry-on, so I took my laptop out and I took my purse out simply because, of course, I didn't want it to, check it with the laptop in there and then it gets smushed and broken or whatever. So anyway, checked my bag, got on the airplane. And when I got on the airplane, I had my laptop in my lap. I've done it many times, so I know that it needs to go under the seat. But yesterday I wasn't feeling well, so I was just all over the place. That's another thing I want to talk to you guys about. I'll do that in another video because this one's going to take a little minute. Hey there, Ricky. And so anyway, I wasn't feeling well, and so I just was out of it. My mindset was not there. I just wanted to get home. Ultimately, what happened was I had the laptop on my lap, thinking in my head, just keep it on your lap so you don't run off and forget it because I'm used to having it in my carry-on. And so anyway, I slid it under the seat as instructed. So when it was time to get off and go home, what do you think the laptop stayed? Under the freaking seat. So I get all the way home, I go to get my laptop out so I can charge it, and at that point realize, and granted I live about an hour away from the airport. So at that point I realized, oh my God, crap, I left my laptop on the airplane. So anyway, of course, at that point I'm freaking out because my life is on that laptop, my work stuff, everything is on there, right? So I'm freaking out, so I start calling everybody I can think of who can help. One thing that I want you guys to understand that now everything is done online with Lost and Found. So do not go up to, don't go up to American Airlines like my laptop is on the plane, what you want me to do, because the Lost and Found is on the inside. You have to go through TSA to get to the Lost and Found. It's on the inside near the gates. And so with that being said, you can't just walk in there like, hey, where my laptop at? Left it on the flight. It's not going to happen. So anyway, please understand, if you ever lose anything on the plane, you have to file an online Lost and Found report, okay? They won't do anything. They will not help you. They will not talk to you. And I understand it, So please understand you have to go do the Lost and Found report. And so with that being said, also keep in mind, be nice to people. It's so easy when you've lost something. Now you're frustrated. And again, I wasn't feeling well. It's so easy to get upset with people because of their process. So I don't have a laptop. So you're telling me I got to go online and do the Lost and Found report, and I don't have a laptop. Are you kidding me right now? And you will not do it over the phone. And they will not do it over the phone. I'm telling you from experience. And the reason I couldn't do it on my cell phone was because it kept the form. You know how it is. Some forms don't work on cell phones, but something has been I've been having issues with my cell phone, so I'm going to AT&T next. But anyway, so it would not submit on my cell phone. So anyway, I was finally able to get it submitted through other means. It doesn't matter, whatever. But when I went down there, so this morning I woke up, of course I didn't hear anything back because their hours are like 9:30 to 6, right? So if you lose something after 6 or before 9:30, you are screwed. Okay. You gotta wait. Anyway, so I drove down there first thing this morning. This is where I found out you ain't just walking up in here getting nothing. Because the Lost and Found, as I mentioned, is behind, the main area that you go into and get your ticketing and all of that. It's actually with the gates. And so anyway, so I went all the way up there, but see, this is the thing. This is why you have to be good to people, because the first counter that I went to, I said, look, ma'am, this is the case, yada, yada, yada. This is another point that I wanted to make. If you are a consistent traveler, I know you don't think you will ever lose anything. I'm like that. I think that I keep up with everything, and not to mention that I lost my credit card too. So that's a whole nother story. We're not even going to go into that. I was out of it yesterday. I was not feeling good, which is a whole point of this too. Take care of yourself when you're traveling all the time. But anyway, so that's another thing. On all of your devices, make sure that you have a distinctive case on them. So whether that's your cell phone, your laptop, have something distinctive about it, whether a case, a sticker. Also, you want to write down your serial numbers of your devices. If your laptop has a serial number on it, write it down. Anything that will help them identify your item. Let me tell you why. Because before they can find your item, before they will even help you, they keep asking you, okay, tell me about the device. What color? And it's all for security, guys. They don't want to give away your stuff to somebody else because people will go back there and go shopping. Let's just call it what it is. And so ultimately, once you start traveling all the time, even if you're traveling one time, and I've never done this, just even traveling, going on vacation, I've never done this. Write down your serial numbers. Put a distinctive sticker. If you don't have a case on your phone or on your laptop, which you should traveling all the time, put a sticker or something identifiable on that device. Because I was nice, because I was patient, they were really trying their best to help me. With that being said, please know that do not go up there wasting your time, wasting your $20 parking and waiting and all of that. At the end of the day, you cannot go back there until you receive a notification from them saying that, hey, we found your item or whatever it is. But it's hard for them to find your item if you don't know anything about it. Like, all I kept telling them was that this is the brand of the laptop, and it's black. That's all I know. There's nothing special about it. But there is a plate on the back of my laptop that has some information on it, and I knew that. But let me tell y'all this. Laptops like the one that I have, they had a stack of them back there. So when you call them and say, hey, I have a black laptop, is this brand name, whatever, let me tell y'all, they have 45 laptops back there. They have 1,000 ThinkPads back there. So it does not help you nor them to just say it's a black laptop. This is the brand of it. And then to be safe, they don't want anybody just getting on your laptop and logging in and that kind of thing. So you do have to be able to at least tell them your username. If you don't know anything about the device, you have to be able to tell them your username on the device, all of that. So my goal with this video today, so there are 3 different lost and found. There are lost and founds for various different airlines, whatever. I fly American all the time, so I'm becoming familiar with the American Airlines system. But American Airlines lost and found is actually at gate C1. You'd have to, again, go inside the gate area. And so they give you a specialized boarding pass to go through the TSA and then to go all the way back to lost and found. So my whole point in this, if you are a consistent traveler, I want you guys to start traveling with wisdom. And so I'm going to start sharing my experiences with you, mainly because I want you guys to know that it's real out here. It's a lot of stuff, and ultimately it's all designed for our safety. Ultimately, they're doing it and they have all these processes in place to make it easier. And so at the end of the day, just treat people well because they're just doing their job. And I'm saying that because I felt myself getting frustrated every time I was told no. Every time I went up to the airport and they're telling me, well, what's your number? Did they tell you that it was done? And I'm like, no, I don't know anything about the freaking device. I know the name of it. I know that and they're like, well, ma'am, I'm sorry. We want to help you, but we want to make sure that we get you your device. And they were so nice and they were friendly and very helpful. But again, if you are traveling, write down your serial numbers, know specific things about your device, put specialized stickers on there to help people identify this is your stuff, so that when you call or when you submit your reports and all that kind of stuff, they know specifically what they're looking for. With all of that being said, I just wanted to share this information because last night as I was Googling trying to get phone numbers, there are 2 different phone numbers for Lost and Found for American Airlines. I'll type those in this post so that you have that information as well. I'll leave the Lost and Found report link in this email, because I'm also going to put it on YouTube, because as I was Googling last night, I couldn't find anything to tell me what to do in the scenario that I lost something. And then so keep that in mind. Just wanted to share this. And then I'll also be sharing some other stuff with you guys, because it is critical as you're out here. And I will tell you this, as you're traveling all the time, I'm gone every week. And so your body starts to give way, right? You start to get tired. You start to lose mental capacities, because you just become so, just so rote. Everything in your life is so, you know, I got to be here. I got to do this. I go through this line. I go through this. I pick this up. And so the moment something shifts in your itinerary, or the moment something shifts in the way that you handle things or your agenda, it's easy for you to forget things. It's easy for you to lose things, because your life becomes so habitual. And so with that, I wanted to share this just to help somebody who's out there, who's traveling all the time. One, take care of yourself. Again, please take care of yourself. And I'll share some more tips and things that I've been doing, even from the standpoint of if you have allergies, what does that look like when you're traveling all the time? Because the game does change. Let me say that. But 2, I want to share all of the things that I'm learning, even from the standpoint of, accruing points and managing your points and your, from the hotel into the airlines, navigating the system when you've lost things like this video. There are just so many things that I've learned in this process. And so I want to share those with you. I want to help you guys to know what you're doing when you get out here and traveling becomes a part of your life, or even if you're just traveling once or twice a year, it's always changing. And so I want to keep you guys up to date on the changes, so that you have access to the proper information to do what you need to do in this life, and to make it a little easier, because I get frustrated every time I have to go through these processes blind. And so with that being said, I'm getting out of here. I got to go. I got work I got to do now that I've gotten my laptop back. So y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye, guys.